Hello and welcome back to this week's edition of the Diaries on Location from NYC. My name is Amy Jordan. I am on a mission to encourage and inspire everyone around the world to dance because you can, that any obstacle can become a victory, and that any trauma can be transformed into triumph. I wanted to check in if you were with us last week and we were having a conversation about practicing being assertive. How did that go for you? How did you feel? Was it amazing? Was it uncomfortable? There's no good or bad. It's all information so we can move ahead in our process. But please let me know how that was for your experience. This week, I want to talk about a cliche word, persistence. Persistence, this is one of those words that gets tossed around in like self-help, but it's really kind of very true. And I know a lot of us, myself included, have a lot of negative self-talk. Well, maybe you don't, but I have a lot of negative self-talk. That person's never going to want to publish your work. That person's never going to want to publish your book. You're never going to get hired to speak. Like, this is kind of a constant role. You may have the same situation, and it's okay. I've learned to kind of just let it roll, but to keep it moving anyway. And so I had a situation in the past couple weeks where I got introduced to an editor from a very big online publication. I was very busy on another project that week, and while it was indicated to me to reach out to her immediately and pitch her a story idea, I wasn't able to do it. And in my head, I was like, oh, it's too late, I missed the opportunity. And then one day I was like, to heck with it. That's not what I said, but to heck with it. I pitched her a story idea, and sure enough, bam, I had a response in my inbox the same day. And I was like, well, isn't that interesting? Now, if I had listened to all that talk about how it was too late, they weren't going to be interested, I don't have enough credentials, whatever it is, I never would have gotten that response. Long story short, this publication actually did hire me, published my article in less than 2 weeks. We went back and forth with the editors, and bam, done, just like that. And imagine if in that moment I hadn't have said, to heck with it, and just sent her that pitch, even though it was a week and a half after we had been introduced. It was just the first moment I had to do that work and get in touch. So the moral of the story, do it anyway, even if you're doubting, even if it's weird, take the action. It will get more comfortable. Don't worry about the results, and who knows, you may get a response in your inbox from a really cool editor from a really big publication. And that actually has happened twice now. I pitched another editor to an even bigger publication. She responded immediately. They couldn't use the story, but they did want to work with me. So you just never know. It's about building relationships. It's about always just keep going. We can still have the voices in their head. They're always going to be there. That's fine. Just don't give them any attention. So what can we do this week to stay persistent, take some action, see what happens, don't worry about the results, and you are winning. And I will see you guys back here next week at the Diaries on Location. Bye!